For thousands of years, ancient civilizations spoke of a hidden sense, a gateway beyond sight, a power that allowed humans to perceive reality beyond the physical world. They called it the third eye, dismissed by some as myth, feared by others, and quietly studied by ancient mystics. The third eye remains one of the most mysterious concepts in human history. Today, we uncover what the third eye truly represents and why so many cultures believe activating it could change everything. Modern humans rely almost entirely on physical sight. Our eyes show us the world in front of us, and we trust what we see. But ancient traditions believed that physical sight was only one layer of perception. They proposed that beyond the eyes, and even beyond the mind, there existed a deeper form of awareness. The third eye was believed to be the center of this awareness, the source of intuition, insight, and higher consciousness. According to ancient texts, this sense was once active in all humans, a natural part of our being that has since fallen dormant. What if we could reawaken it? What is truly fascinating is that the idea of the third eye appears across civilizations that never contacted each other. Think about it. In ancient Egypt, the Eye of Horus was a powerful symbol representing protection, royal power, and higher awareness. In Hindu tradition, the third eye is known as the Ajna chakra, located between the eyebrows, and it's the sixth primary chakra in the body. In Buddhism, it represents the inner vision that leads to enlightenment. Even in Taoism, it's linked to spiritual perception and inner knowing. You can even find references in early Christianity to the single eye that, if focused, brings light to the entire body. We're talking about different cultures, separated by vast oceans and thousands of years, all pointing to the same fundamental concept. This suggests the third eye wasn't just a shared myth or belief, it might have been a shared understanding of a universal human potential. So, is there a physical connection to all this ancient talk? Modern science may have stumbled upon it. Deep inside the brain, nestled between the two hemispheres, is a tiny, pine-cone-shaped gland called the pineal gland. Interestingly, ancient philosophers like Descartes called it the seat of the soul. Today, we know the pineal gland has some critical functions. It regulates our sleep cycles by producing melatonin. It responds to light, which is how it knows when to make us sleepy or wake us up. It's also sensitive to electromagnetic fields, but the strangest part, structurally, it contains photoreceptive cells, much like an eye. It even has a lens and cornea in some species. Some researchers now believe that the pineal gland could be the biological counterpart of the third eye, a physical bridge connecting our tangible world with the non-physical realms of consciousness and intuition. The symbolism of the third eye is everywhere once you start looking for it. It's almost always depicted as an open eye on the forehead, a single eye that sees beyond the dualistic vision of our two physical eyes. You'll find this symbol carved into ancient statues, painted in sacred art, and even integrated into the architecture of temples and holy sites around the world. It's a recurring theme in esoteric teachings and mystical texts. The open eye represents awareness that pierces through illusion. To ancient mystics, the reality we experience every day was just the surface layer. They believed that most humans live their lives on this surface, caught up in appearances and distractions. To open the third eye was to see the truth that lies beneath, to perceive the underlying unity and structure of the universe. It was about waking up from a dream you didn't even know you were in. What kind of abilities did ancient texts attribute to those who awakened this inner eye? It wasn't about shooting lasers from your forehead. The powers were much more subtle, yet profoundly life-changing. They spoke of a highly heightened intuition, that gut feeling that guides you toward the right decisions. They described a deep and unshakable inner peace, a calm that persists even in the middle of chaos. An awakened third eye was said to grant a strong perception of truth and deception, making it easy to see through lies and manipulation. People reported having incredibly vivid dreams and visions, receiving insights and guidance from a deeper level of consciousness. Above all, it brought a sense of unity with the universe, a feeling of being connected to everything and everyone. These weren't supernatural powers meant for control. They were the natural result of expanded awareness. The ultimate goal of the third eye was never about gaining power over others. It was about gaining clarity within yourself. If this knowledge was so powerful and beneficial, why isn't it common today? Throughout history, any knowledge that empowered the individual has often been seen as a threat by institutions that rely on control. Systems of power, whether religious or political, often favor obedience over awareness and belief over direct understanding. Teachings about inner awakening, which encourage people to find truth within themselves, were gradually suppressed, distorted, or turned into abstract symbols that lost their original meaning. The concept of the third eye slowly shifted from a piece of sacred, practical knowledge into a vague superstition, something to be dismissed or even feared. But this knowledge never truly disappeared. Traces of it survived, hidden in plain sight within symbols, scriptures, and secret traditions, waiting for the right time to be rediscovered. And it seems that time is now. In our modern world, we're seeing a massive resurgence of interest in the third eye. More and more people are starting to question the reality presented to them. They're seeking deeper meaning in their lives, looking for something more than just material success. They're exploring consciousness in ways that go beyond the old, rigid frameworks. Even science is starting to catch up. Fields that were once dismissed as mystical, like meditation, altered states of consciousness, intuition, and brain coherence, are now being seriously studied in labs around the world. We're discovering the profound effects these practices have on our minds and bodies. The line that once separated ancient wisdom from modern science is beginning to blur, creating a new, more holistic understanding of what it means to be human. In the end, the third eye isn't about magic. It's about awareness. It is the innate ability to see beyond the filters of fear, illusion, and the social conditioning we've all been raised with. The ancient civilizations believed that humanity's greatest power was not our physical strength, nor our technological inventions. It was our perception, and the third eye was the key to unlocking its fullest potential. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, consider subscribing for more journeys into the mysteries of our world.